Hey yo, folks, that's my intro redux, I suppose. My second attempt at it, anyways. Hey, Automatic here for Automatic Games. I do hope this stream finds you well. I'm doing good. Just get up on the proper screens. There we go. Okay, so, well, the name of this stream is Sagittaron. And I haven't been here since before vacation. All my, as I've been screwing around with this game, I'm doing it on, I don't really want to say another playthrough, because I'm really just screwing around with different game modes. All that aside, let's try to revisit the situation anyways, figure out what's going on. By all appearances, well, that fleet should be there. That is Fleet Group Pycon. They should be heading back to Pycon. They probably jumped away because of a Cylon threat that appeared. You know, that tends to happen. I know in terms of missions, we're going to be doing a mission called Sagittaron. And you see in our previous mission, 2 planets were hit by chemical attacks. Arelon was one of them. Sagittaron was the other, so we sent humanitarian assistance to Arelon. The Sagittaron, they've got an embargo going on, and they don't want our help. That's just kind of what they're like. And so this mission will have to do with that. But certainly some housekeeping and whatnot needs to be accomplished. And to that end, we'll start by moving Fleet Group Pycon back to Pycon. I want to say, yeah. So we've actually started launching new cruiser-class vessels. Oh, but we're going to do one better here tonight. Now, why did I go away from that screen? Go ahead and make your jump, please. Back to Pycon. That'll make the good people feel secure. Groucho, how are you? Good to see you, my friend. And thank you. It's good to be back. Out here in the middle of space. This feels like a lonely station. Making all these decisions, I just realized I'm the only person in here. Anyhow, I'm sure maintenance is around somewhere. Also, I gotta wonder, I'm not really getting any game volume, am I? In fact, let me find out. Let's take a look at the briefing to this mission.
Chatter amongst Coddle's crew says they still can't pin down exactly what the Cylons used in these attacks. I think the Cylons explicitly targeted Sagittaron because they expect Colonial Fleet to hesitate before breaking the embargo. They won't expect a quick retaliation. Adjunct ruling on a confiscation operation made it through Quorum 20 minutes ago. We've got the green light from Kane to enter Sagittaron space to retrieve samples of the chemicals used in the attacks. All we've got to do now is jump inside the Sagittaron border, hijack the Cylon chemical weapons, and get out before we cause a political disaster. Easy.
Cylon forces responsible for the attack should still be in orbit, suppress resistance, and retrieve chemical agents for analysis by Pycon Medical. Meanwhile, Sagittaron continues to enforce its military embargo despite recent attacks on its civilian population. Of course, therefore, rogue Sagittaron militants are considered unfriendly. Yeah, so I am getting volume. Yeah, it just gets so lonely in this space station. There. That is the thing. We've got a Battlestar. finally unlocked them. This is the first one we've put out here, I believe. It's the Conquistador. I need to get it to a fleet, and I'm thinking get it to Sagittaron so it can assist in that operation. I will. I'm going to frack up those toasters. I'm going to try anyway. Let's see. I think, yeah, we should be jumping the Conquistador to Fleet Group Sagittaron, which fortunately is one of the stronger fleets. One of the fleets with a little more renown, so it's quite fitting. And I would assume the ranking officer in that fleet is a commander. Not positive. I just mean to say not just a colonel or lieutenant colonel for that matter. Alright, I think that'll do it in terms of quote-unquote housekeeping. Get these fleets underway.
Set condition 1 throughout fleet.
Where's this? Okay. This is the fleet group Pycon, which just jumped into Pycon. Well, the number's too high for me to auto-resolve, so that is a shame. I guess I'm doing this. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about bringing Battlestars into it, and this would be like the first class of Battlestars, so pretty much models of the old 79, 1980, those series. But still, relative to the other ships I have in play, they pack a punch. Watch, I'll get the Conquistador destroyed. Almost out the gate. But first, we're dealing with Fleet Group Pycon. Their flagship is a frigate, the Kebuche. Commander Hardy. She's in charge here. She has a cruiser, which, though a larger ship than the Kebuche, the Kin is not the flagship. A lot of corvettes and a support ship. Okay, so she's Corvette heavy. Oh, that's a fair-sized fleet over there. Okay, there's really only a few adjustments I want to make. I'm going to bring the supply ship on the other side. I don't think it was really in the formation. It must be a new ship. Call it the Blackbird. Kind of a badass name for a unarmed supply ship. Otherwise, I think I want to, how would I want to do this? You know, honestly, that kind of quote-unquote stare I'm talking about with the Corvettes, I want them to be able to fire their side ordnance without hitting each other. I think that's fine. Only other concern might be... No other concerns. We have 2 squadrons, and that's it. This is not as straightforward as I had thought. Here goes. Good luck, Commander Hardy. Griffin Squadron ready for launch, Commander.
Fleet Group is jumping in 3, 2, 1.
Well, Griffin, why are there only 2 squadrons with this fleet? I guess I've been used to playing around in other game modes. I forgot how early my fleets are. Early game, I should say. There's something to be said about keeping your forces together, though I am half tempted with what appears to be such a... I mean, you got 4 Corvettes. Half tempted to have them move ahead. Are any of these Corvettes quote-unquote famous? No, not really. I mean, they're all experienced. Okay. Yeah, they will speed up.
So say we all.
I will send I will send half of our cap.
On it, Commander.
It's just painful to even say. To defend them. And that'll come from the Animite, our light carrier.
Launching alert, Vipers.
But, of course, the flagship will... Hardy will launch her Vipers, too. And that's it. 2 squadrons of them. If push comes to shove, the supply ship can resupply these things with additional guided ordnance. So the sooner we get an ID on these enemies, the better. Because then we can start firing said guided ordnance. I knew a woman growing up who was Corvette heavy. Hopefully she made the best of it. Okay, so these guys are already assigned in a squadron that's unassigned. You get half of you to defend the Corvettes. The other half, boy oh boy, they go out there alone. They're risking not coming back. But it's kind of a race to ID these targets. So for now, just start flying out there. I mean, if we gotta have them double back, they double back. That is what we call a bad trajectory. So we're gonna want to do something about that. The Themis. Yeah, you don't want to... Yeah, try something obnoxious like that. In fact, everybody can climb.
So say we
a little
all.
bit. After all, these Corvettes do have the advantage above their enemies. If they're coming toward them, that's the trick. If they're heading away, you actually want to dive because your dorsal guns are, well, on top. Nothing down below. The converse is true up in front. And that's a heavier gun. And that's the only ship I can really explain to you, because it's the simplest one, so it was the easiest to wrap my head around. I think something else I can do here is this support ship can actually add additional plating, essentially fix up these ships a bit. The question is, so, you know, what ship would I just start doing that with? I almost feel like I need to figure out which one the Cylons are going after. That said, you know what? It can't hurt to just do it. And the Corvettes are going to get hit. Let's buff up his right, his starboard armor. And that will do it for now.
Jinx on the first nugget to lose her kill slot.
They're launching raiders. So out of curiosity, we've got 4 raiders on the board. That would mean that 4 of these ships are carriers of some sort. Nonetheless, that's a lot of raiders. They outnumber us 2-1. That being the case, I think I will put the fighters back together, back into Red Squadron, I suppose. And they had better defend. It's not exactly what I wanted, but interesting. It's almost like that said the Corvettes need to make their move. Not gonna say what I'm thinking. Yeah, flying into the space boulder tends to be a strategically unsound action. I mean, yeah, it's not sure whether we haven't tested that a lot, so I'm not sure what the chances of success are. Putting the battle on the big screen. Right on. Appreciate you, Rob. Good seeing you, by the way. We're making our turn.
So say we all.
Essentially, have to, I think. This might not be good.
Tubes are clear.
But you know, if it's too bad, we just jump away again.
All systems are nominal.
Alright, we've identified 2 Raider squadrons. Just regular. Not unleaded. Now we just need to almost thinking, just speed up. Like, hit those boosters and go right over the enemy and high. I mean, we're
Yes,
straight
sir.
up looking for just IDs.
Yes, Commander.
Make it quick. Definitely questioning my own plan here. Taking a lot of fire from that forward ship. Oh boy, it's Revenant. I'm starting to get the sense that they've got 2 of them because the fire out of this thing looks eerily similar to what's coming out of that Revenant. Let me just try to figure out what they're doing to us. Exactly what I thought. They're shooting at us. But okay, I mean, we just kind of got to continue. You know, maybe the Amara goes up climbs just to
On it, Commander.
put a little more distance between it and that Revenant. And also, I guess we can go ahead and fire at him. But no, I don't think so. I think we'd be better served scouting everything and firing at what might.
Understood.
You know, getting a better grasp on what's below us here. Perhaps there's something more vital we need to hit. Going under that rock? You better slow down there, by the by.
So say we all.
Start deploying plating on the carrier on the right side. So we know that's going to happen eventually. We're going to be showing our starboard sides to them. We can go ahead and start firing ordnance with these capital ships, I believe. Although I want to make sure the carrier's out of the way.
Missiles on their way.
Yeah, we're going to have him climb just a little more to make sure he's clear of the other 2 capital ships. But otherwise, I think we're looking at a good shot. Yeah. Suppose what I'm interested in this round. Well, let's see. Fighter squadrons are both doing okay for now. I mean, again, severely outnumbered. But, oh well. Yeah, these Corvettes needed the cover, that is.
IFF confirms unit is hostile. Manticore is taking damage.
Yes, yes, I see that. They're all picking on the same Manticore.
IFF confirms unit is hostile.
And it's done. The Secker is finished, for sure. He's actually going to switch to offensive posture and fire his missiles at something. Almost just, I don't know what you'd call that. The rest of them need to get out of there. Love for these fighters to survive this too. Well, there, that's what I'm trying to. They're still in good shape. How about the enemy? Okay. I mean, they probably shouldn't hang out here, though. Well, I guess they have orders to follow the Corvette, so that's that. And we are getting into a broadside situation with these Revenants, so something needs to be done here. I suppose we're going in. We'll commit to this.
Yes, Commander.
Posture.
Action station.
Offensive. And get all turrets fixed on that lead Revenant. The carrier, well, you know, honestly, the carrier does have a lot of guns. So they'll follow suit. In fact, we all might as well be in offensive posture until one starts taking some damage. Which hopefully won't be like that Corvette's damage, you know, because one round and the Corvette's done. But this is the life of a small ship in big space battles. Here it goes.
Manticore is taking damage.
Never got off those missiles. Look at them doubling back. If they commit to that... then at least I'd be splitting their fleet. 'Cause they have 3 Revenants. I don't think I've fought a fleet with 3 Revenants in this playthrough yet.
On it, Commander.
Yeah, these boys just need to keep pushing, get out of range of those guns, and then we'll figure something out with them. Otherwise, mission accomplished. They ID'd everybody.
Understood.
He's taking some damage.
Yes, sir.
So is he. Good deal. I think that'll do it for that leading Revenant. The problem is the second one's got his broadside on us, and that's some guns. Some guns. Hey, Judah, how you doing? Good to see you. I understand that. Well, sleep well, Judah. I appreciate seeing you in the chat. Sweet dreams. Dream of me, would you? No. No, that's just weird. What was I talking about? Space combat, that's right. That's where we're at. I guess I kind of want to see these guys get out of here or not. You know, whatever happens there.
Manticore is taking damage. Berserk is
Ouch,
taking
ouch.
damage.
He's in bad shape. The Sipahi. He's fine. And he's taking some damage. How about that fighter stuff? Yep. They're getting the better of us now. It's not good. And we did not ID all of them. There's still one unknown out there. I imagine this thing's about done. Yes. So is my carrier. Hell, that is bad. I don't know if I'll pull that move off fast enough. I do know we need to get out of attack posture because well, frankly, I forgot to alter that. No, you need to be in more of a... There we go. Well, think the outstanding missiles there. Outstanding in more than one way. But I think they'll do the trick, so I'll fix my guns on the other Revenant.
Yes, Commander.
And no one can fire any ordnance from there, or missiles anyway. It's not like that fighter can fly back to the main fleet and land. No, no, no. Mature audiences, immature host. That's right, as advertised. I will try to have sweet dreams. It's a goal. Alright, who do I pay attention to? I think I want to pay attention to the carrier. Because, frankly, it's gonna blow up before it gets through this turn. That's my guess. I suppose I'll see.
Berserk is taking damage.
That's a shame.
Manticore is taking damage.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. This is not good. It's a plating on the flagship. Because it's the next target, and it's already taking a beating. I don't want to lose the flagship for sure. I mean, I feel like I should put it in defensive posture.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if that's premature or not, but I suppose I should figure out how much this has got left. And it's damaged pretty bad on its top side. But we haven't created any, like, decompressions on their ship or anything. It's not. Its main hull is still okay. Yeah, we'll go defensive. Hate to do it. No, I'm firing missiles this round. Alright. Let's see. God, this is in such bad shape. And I kind of wonder if the fighters are still in pursuit or if they're going to break off at some point. I think they're going to remain in pursuit. And if that's the case, we'll move this fighter squadron away from the corvettes and see if the enemy raiders pursue. Because I'd like to have these corvettes start firing. They need to start doing something other than spotting. You say that like it's a bad thing. Mature audiences, immature hosts. That's... Where are missiles coming from? Oh yes, the unidentified one, of course. It'd be the one ship that's packing missiles. And so they're obviously going after the corvettes, which means he has to defend the corvettes again. Well, to the best of his ability, anyhow. Meanwhile, the corvettes are going to come about, because we got to stop running and start firing.
On it, Commander.
At whatever. The closest target, if I could identify that. No, not the closest target, just maybe the strongest target. So, yep, he'll come about as well.
So say we all.
Elevate, fire that missile at the third Revenant, which is still untouched. I'd have them engage the Revenant that's fighting the flagships, but it's such a long trek for the missiles. I'm really hoping our remaining two capital ships can
So say
can
we all.
deal with that. That's what I meant to say, capital ships, not flagships.
Action stations ready.
Of course, that's the one that's being fired at, I can tell. So, on second thought, with the posture, let's batten down the hatches.
All hands on deck.
We'll still fire missiles, though. Thing is, if you're in a defensive posture, you're not going to fire as many missiles. And one more glance at this situation. Alright, good. The Trebuchet, our flagship, Commander Hardy's ship. Well, her ship's doing okay. I think she's maintaining a broadside on that Revenant. So with all that in mind, I don't want to change a thing. Supply ship's getting hit. Alright, that's all we got this round. I wonder if he's in range yet, if he's hitting us. Did not notice that one of their carriers, just one of them, broke off toward our main fleet. The rest are pursuing the corvettes. They're gonna make me regret splitting my forces, I think. I hope not. I hope these fighters can take down some of those missiles. That's what I'm gonna watch. Come on, do it, do it, do it, do it.
Missiles
Come on,
incoming.
just a few of them, that's all I ask. Well, we know where they're headed. They're gonna hit this thing either on the right, which would be fine, or the top, which is fine. And we don't want them to hit them in the rear, so let's just slow it down quite a bit and even drop some more to increase the chances of it. I'm afraid, though, they're guided, so if they miss us, they'll come about, and that's where we could get hit in the aft. Meanwhile, we do not want to send corvettes against a Revenant.
So say we all.
Look, we fired our ordnance. Let's turn tail again. Maybe even get our dorsal guns on these fighters. I don't know if that would help or not. Should keep him on shooting that down. Not that he's going to get very many more hits, but... Alright, so that's fine for that area. And then I should turn my attention to the capital ships. Well, what's left of them.
Yes, Commander.
That other Revenant blew up, yeah? Good deal. Now, I suppose we should be focusing on that light carrier. That shouldn't be a problem.
So say we all.
He lost any any serious capability by losing that Revenant, you know. Otherwise, we would have just focused on the Revenant and he would have gotten in his pot shots, but it's just not going to happen now.
Yes, Commander.
And once he's gone, we focus on that remaining Revenant. That's really got to go. I am a little concerned about the remaining fighters. I just don't know what to do about them, though, to be honest.
Manticore is taking damage.
They're tearing up the Sipahi. I suppose that's how you pronounce that. Yeah, you gotta go. Those fighters are, relentless. I guess we'll try to go in some kind of... I don't think we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna lose the Sipahi anyways.
Yes, sir.
But in the meantime, we're gonna keep our fighter attacking them.
Yes, sir.
And we'll try to just turn our rear guns on them, but if I can get these Corvettes lined up more appropriately, or efficiently, I should say, that would be good. Alright, well... In the meantime, these ships will start to change course and head toward the fight over there. In fact, if we can fire missiles, no. Alright, so that'll do it. Sheesh, I feel like I gotta watch the Sipahi because she's in the most danger right now. In fact, she could start repairing her engineering.
On it, Commander.
Here goes.
Manticore is
Yep,
taking
they're
damage.
not letting up on her.
We've lost
It's
the
not going to
Manticore,
end
sir.
well for her. No. Okay, these last two Corvettes need to really cooperate with each other.
So say we all.
Dive to keep these fighters above us.
Yes, sir.
Specifically target the fighters. That's about all I can do on that number. This thing's still not gone. Well, it will be shortly. Let's make sure the flagship's guns are fixed on it.
On it, Commander.
But otherwise, we gotta keep our course. And in fact, start firing missiles at that Revenant.
Missile tubes prepped.
Oh dear. Let's see. What to focus on. Honestly, I kind of want to see what's going to happen here. I think this is the worst bit. Shit.
Manticore is taking damage.
It's not good. I don't need to tell anybody that. Okay, posture defensive. I suppose we've ID'd the
Missile tubes
the
prepped.
Nemesis class. Slow you down even more. Hopefully they'll turn
Yes,
their
Commander.
guns on you instead. Keep firing at the fighters. It's just not good. It's a bad day to be a Corvette in my fleet. Oh, and the Revenant's guns are on them. That's not good. Not good at all. This is not a fight we should have chosen. Alrighty, Groucho. Thanks for being here, man. And yeah, it was good chatting with you earlier. Anyway, sleep well.
Manticore is taking damage.
Manticore is about to be destroyed. This fleet's gonna lose all of its Corvettes. Ouch. Navigation's out. Well, that's the game for them. Guess this guy can speed up. No sense in sticking around to defend a Corvette that's pretty much gone. It's a high price to pay for recon.
Yes, Commander.
We're just gonna deploy plating, even though we don't need it necessarily yet. Get the flagship kind of as buffed up as possible.
Launching drones.
Meanwhile, I suppose this ship, the Themis, nope, it can't fire. Neither can they. Okay, we'll just continue then.
Manticore is taking damage.
There goes our Manticore.
Missile tubes prepped.
Still firing at that Revenant. And I suppose for that, we'll go into offensive posture. Fire as many missiles as possible. And this guy's just going to ignite his thrusters and go. I mean, he's the only ship left. The only purpose he's serving right now is keeping their forces somewhat divided. I mean, I forced myself into that disadvantage, and so the least we can do is keep them somewhat divided too.
squadron has gone dark.
Those are Vipers. He can fire, and so he will. Just keep trying to punch holes in that Revenant, I suppose. That'll be the order of the day while we try to also close the gap. And strangely, the Themis was not being pursued. So certainly thankful for that. The commanding officer of the Themis is going to turn back towards the main fleet. Hope to link up with them. In the meantime, he'll fire guided munitions when he gets them loaded. But that's all we got for this turn. Oh, hell. We really got to take out the Nemesis class up there firing missiles. That keeps slipping my mind. And it's a little aggravating. Well, whichever one of these ships can fire next, we'll aim at it. And luckily, it's the missile cruiser, so it'll be 2 salvos at this bastard, and hopefully that knocks him out. What's his right side armor like? Not great. Rear's okay.
Yes, Commander.
So they keep firing or flying at full speed. If they don't hit me this round, then I'll go into I'll batten down the hatches and slow down. Here goes. I think we got it. Nice. Get our posture to defensive. We'll dive a little bit. Maybe these will hit us on the top.
On it, Commander.
Either way, we're going to be taking the hit. All right. That's all I can do. See if the Revenant loses anything. That's us getting hit over there. That's not great, but it's not terrible either. They never did bust up our hull. But they ate up a lot of the rear plating. It's time to fire more missiles. Is this thing still in play? Yes, it is. And so be it. I really want to take out that Nemesis, too. Just hoping that this salvo does that. It's quite precarious now that I'm dwelling on it. And Commander Hardy's lost quite a bit of her fleet. Or one might argue I lost it for her. It wasn't enough. Okay, okay. This thing needs more ordnance. Yep. And that's all we can do, except for start to get our guns fixed on these incoming
Yes, sir.
ships. He's got one more round until he's reloaded, and he's also got those... Oh, those raiders coming up on him. If he could get near the supply ship, he could get some plating to replace what he's lost. In fact, for now, whatever plating he's applying could probably be altered. Deploy plating on the flagship. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Come on, take out that Revenant, please. I think we might be doing just that. He's in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. It's mainly the fighters that are on him. I mean, there's the temptation to have him jump away, but... Take 2 rounds. Well, tentatively, he'll start spooling up his
On it,
FTL
Commander.
drives. I mean, on the other hand, he could have fired his missiles, but there's just no reason to... In fact, I guess he still can? Or can he not do that since he's jumping?
Yes, Commander.
No, he can do it. Alright. And this ship is restocking its missiles. Well, it can fire one. Go ahead and fire it.
Missiles on their way.
I guess I will keep the Corvette in the background, just in case it loses it. Nice, the Revenant is gone for sure.
Manticore is taking damage.
Damn. He's really got very little chance of jumping out of here. But he's gonna try. I mean, that's all he can do. Supply ship
So
better
say we all.
start breaking off a little bit. Well, I hope the Corvette... What is it? The Themis? Yeah. Themis, something like that. Good luck. I hope you can jump this turn.
Manticore is taking damage.
Somehow doubted. There went their nemesis ship. Yes, it jumped. That's amazing. That is very surprising. Can't imagine how little was left of its hull. Are we back to firing yet? No, we're not. We're still reloading. Okay.
So
We got this resupply business happening too. What about the flagship? Can you fire yet? No. Well. Okay, fine. I suppose just fire your guns. Close the ship. That's the only move we have. They are, of course, shooting at the supply ship. Bastards. Alright, the Kin's cruiser. Just get in there. Take the brunt of this and dish some shit out. Show them what cruisers do. And honestly, the flagship's still in good shape. I'm no dummy. Don't listen to what they tell you. Okay, I kinda can be, but... the supply ship has to go, and yet I know their fighters are going to pursue it. I mean, that is just what you would do, right? So honestly, maybe as it leaves, it'll restock munitions one more time. And yeah, we can give that cruiser 35 more missiles. If it can do that, I'll let it jump away as well. I probably should have let it jump already. Let's see what happens. Come on, destroy it. Not so much. What are you doing? Oh, you're the restock raptor, okay.
Understood.
Keep the broadsides going, keep diving a little bit.
So say we all.
And you just don't stop doing what you're doing. Doing great. He is still restocking. The fighters are on him, though. It was really a no-brainer that they would go after him. I wonder if he can begin his jump prep, or if it will interrupt the restock. I'm partly thinking, who cares? Just begin the process. Yep. Maybe by a stroke of luck, he'll get out of here too.
Celestra is taking damage.
Oh man. He should have stayed with the big ships, maybe. You know what, though? He's getting out of here. Yep, he is about to jump in. And it's definitely going to happen. And you can eat shit. Going to hit you with everything we have left. As our ally supply ship slips away. Unless there's a ship out there somewhere. I think that'll do it. Pretty costly return to Pycon. But what can you do?
Celestra is taking damage.
Celestia just jumped away. And yeah, I'm thinking this battle's over.
So say we all. Understood. Ranger is taking damage.
Whew. Costly battle, Commander Hardy. Wow. Now, one of those made it out, didn't it? I thought yeah, I don't know. There's... The ships that jumped away must be elsewhere, I suppose. Anyway, here's the replay. I'll be right back.
Set condition 1. I repeat, set condition 1. This is not a drill. Jinx on the first nugget to lose their kill slot. Tubes are clear. Preparing payload. All systems are nominal.
Somebody in the battle just opened a can of pot? Opened a can of whoop ass. That's my epic commentary. She's gonna get out of there, though. That's what's amazing to me. Anne is gone. Of course, the supply ship's out of there as well. And then we just laid into that one. And I suppose the Cylon fleet is completely gone, so I shouldn't look too poorly on our performance there. Well done, Commander Hardy. We'll get you a battle star immediately. And which one is this? Interference. I don't know if I'm not doing that one. I'm gonna postpone it and let it die. Instead, I should get to this Sagittaron mission, but I can't do it yet because I have to integrate the Battlestar into that fleet, which will take yet another round.
Fleet group has its coordinates.
So there is Fleet Group Sagittaron. They're maxed out, so they're going to have to lose a ship or two in order to facilitate the Battlestar. They have plenty of points, so really I'm kind of thinking they're carrier heavy. They have several light carriers and a frigate that also has fighters. If I get rid of the Thea, keep the Lancer, which was that's the first Corvette that saw action in this war, or at least this phase of the war. So that being a famous Corvette, we'll keep it with the fleet. Meanwhile, we're going to transfer the Thea to, well, whatever that temporary fleet. Then we will move the Conquistador, that is to say our first operational Battlestar, into Fleet Group Sagittaron. And good to go. We'll jump the Thea back to Ragnar. And I think that'll do. That'll set us up for the Battle of Sagittaron. What is this fleet? Why are they sitting there? We also have some repairs to do. Oh, that's all that's left of Fleet Group 73. Oh dear. Yeah, I guess that's all that was left. Ouch. What do they do? They can hang out like Pycon as if they're going to defend it from the next Cylon fleet, but Tend to think they'd be better served trying to work their way back to Ragnar, where as we produce ships, we can feed them into that fleet. For now, they'll sit, lick their wounds. We're going to see if there's any officers I can hire. He's from Pycon. Caprica, Virgon. Caprica. Well, I'm looking for people from a specific planet or two. And those are not them. Alright, so that'll do it for this round. I wonder if we have something in production. Yeah, we have another Battlestar. Our second Battlestar will be called the Sierra Madre. Huh, that'll work well, I think. We could link them up with Commander Hardy. But again, for now, she just sits there. We'll focus on Sagittaron. After all, that's the name of the stream.
Detected a Cylon escort fleet, sir. Detected
Sure
a
you
Cylon
did.
escort fleet, sir.
Oh, yeah? Where's this? Alright, well. I think that's Libran, right? It did. Yeah, Operation Libran. Jump away, because I'm not fighting another one before Sagittaron.
A fortified colony is under attack.
Jump away. Alright. Here we go. We are potentially going to be fighting Sagittaron security forces, as well as Cylons. Oh, be right back. Okay. What is that right there? Cylon ship. Huh. So it's been ID'd already. I guess that almost doesn't matter where my fleet's at. Huh. Okay. Trying to think, do I want to be up there on him and just take him out right away? Because that's a fairly potent ship. But it also carries heavy raiders and stuff, like boarding parties or war driver squadrons. Carries some special shit, so if it's further away, maybe that'll afford us the chance to destroy it before it's any sub-elements get close. This should be the flagship. That frigate should not be the flagship anymore. I don't think I can change that right now, which kind of sucks. Why wouldn't the Battlestar be the flagship? I mean, I'm truly concerned about this because a Commander Murray should be aboard that. I just feel like he'd be safer on it. And I really can't do anything about it. Like, I wonder... Oh well. He's on that ship. That's just the way it is. Got a lot of fighters available. Alright, we'll move the Battlestar. No, since he's not even on it. We'll move it ahead of the pack. It'll try to get guns on that closest ship as soon as possible. Lastly, our quote-unquote flagship, which, again, this is not great. Well, we want them to be clear of any missiles from Allied ships, so we'll put them down here. And finally, the Lancer. Put you up high. That'll do it.
Fleet group is jumping in 3, 2, 1. Jump complete, sir. We've got the drop on multiple contacts.
The shape of that hull implies missile tubes with similar capacity to colonial cruisers. Cylon ships capable of orbital bombardment? Commander, if you're looking for the culprit, I believe these are the ships behind the chemical attacks.
Sir, I recommend we get on with the mission before the Sagittarans realize we're here.
Okay. Destroy Cylon cruisers and retrieve the evidence. So we don't have to board them to get the evidence then. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, Commander.
Okay.
Firing solutions updated.
Go ahead and fire missiles at it.
Yes, Commander.
Let him have it. And launch all Raptors.
Yes, sir.
Launch everything. We've got a ton of fighter squadrons. Just a ton of them, I'm telling you. We got Raptors too. Good deal. We fire more missiles at that threatening new ship. And even more. Let's just knock it out. You don't like the way it looks. We're a little apprehensive. And
Missiles
so
on
you
their
go
way.
overkill, I think is that's what you do in that scenario. I'm afraid you'll hit the Battlestar with your missiles, so climb. And you can actually... yeah, dive a little bit. Alright, I think that'll do it. What are these called again? Arachnes.
Trader marks attack.
Well, I hope they like missiles.
For engaging.
Are you out of range? Really? Okay, we've got all these fighter squadrons out here. Let's go start identifying.
Yes,
well,
sir.
no, you don't need to identify him. Identify that. You identify that group back there. I know there's more of you. You
Yes, sir.
figure out what he is. And the rest of them can kind of just fly a cap around the fleet. However, we do have a Raptor out there too, and it's got more utility to it, of course. And so, we will use it as well. You know what, we'll send him over there, and he'll board Marines onto whatever ship that is. And that's that.
I hate the quiet before the first shot.
There we go.
IFF confirms unit is hostile.
What is this? Heavy Raider Squadron. So yeah, they're trying to board us. We can't be having that. Oh no. I know we have fighters loitering around. Why don't you go kill them? In the meantime, well, I mean, we barely punched through his armor. But I think just with the guns, I think we're gonna do it. That said, I almost feel like we should start turning the fleet to the port side. After all, that's what the Battlestar did. The rest should follow suit. Don't need no heroes. You hear me, lady? She doesn't hear me. Was she done acknowledging me? I think so.
Yes, Commander.
Oh. Okay.
All hands on deck!
I don't know about that, but just all guns on that ship. We must destroy the mystery ship.
Action stations ready.
Alright, I think that'll do. Might have the Corvette turn into the mystery ship. I got the Arachne. That's what it is. Can't keep calling it the mystery ship. That's ridiculous. Punch holes in
Fighter
there.
squadron is
See some
taking fire.
decompressions. There we go.
Celestra is taking damage.
Got missiles coming in, probably toward the Celestra. Her right side's all torn up. Oh dear. They're really going after our support ship. And there's not a lot I can do about it right now. Not in this position. I mean, at best, you could do something like this and try to get those missiles to hit other ships. In fact, the cruiser could even come down and try to take the hit, but I doubt that'll happen. If it does, great. The flak from the Battlestar... Yeah, the Battlestar's too high up to mess with that. So that one's almost out. We have another one right there. And so he's he's launched heavy raiders as well. So I mean, yeah, they're really trying to board us, and they might have done that. Did they? Yeah, with that first wave. Like, I don't see it anymore, and I wonder if they're aboard one of my ships. Oh well, we got Marines. I don't see any glaring signs that they made it aboard.
Understood.
Yeah, we've got these missiles coming in too. Maybe we set him on defend, because he's about where those missiles are. And I don't know what they're targeting. I could only guess. I bet they're targeting the supply ship just because everybody else is. Anyhow, I'm going to watch from that perspective, see what the fighter does.
Missiles incoming!
And yeah, they're shooting shit down. Well, some of them anyhow.
Celestra is taking damage.
Yeah, the Celestra really is taking damage, isn't it? It's just a nemesis. I mean, they do have missiles. More missiles heading toward the Celestra. So, yeah, we are going to start to try to take the hits with other ships.
Yes, Commander.
Trying to close the window. I don't know if that'll work, but what the hell. Meanwhile, this can fire, but oh well, yeah, it can if it fires at him.
Missile tubes prepped.
Then it doesn't have to fire through the fleet. You can also... No, keep your big guns on the big ships. Hell, after all. After this, Arachne, there's a Revenant coming in. I hate them Revenants. Fighters are ganging up on their fighters. That's, I believe, a good deal, but one of them could probably break off. And start identify the other ships that are still outstanding. You can fire missiles, so
yes,
do
Commander.
it. Conquistador can fire missiles, so do that.
Understood.
I think that's that. Can Lancer do anything? Yes, you can fire missiles too. Add to the fun. And get over there. Get away from that. Revenant. I think that'll do it. I'm going to watch the supply ship of all ships because it's getting the most shit right now.
Celestra is taking damage. IFF confirms unit is hostile.
Great.
Multiple Dratus contacts. CBDR with our position. Incoming broadcast.
Colonial Fleet, you are trespassing in sovereign Sagittaron space. Desist and leave immediately.
Sagittaron vessel. This is Lieutenant Agathon of Colonial Fleet. We are here on behalf of the Quorum to disarm and confiscate Cylon chemical munitions.
The Sagittaron Democratic Union does not recognize the articles nor the puppet government installed by the Caprican hegemony. Leave Sagittaron, or be turned away forcefully.
This is bigger than some political squabble, you ass. There are people down there that need urgent medical assistance. Your people.
Enough! Commander, if the Sagittarons fire on Colonial Fleet forces, give them a traitor sentence.
Will do. Would it not be better to disengage the Cylons at this point and let Commander Thune, or whatever his name is over there, have to deal with them? Or, you know, that might not even be in the cards at this point. Let's just check damage on our big ships. Supply ship's gotten the worst of it. I believe that trend will continue unless we do something about it. And in terms of doing something about it, the only thing I can think of is break away from the fleet where it can get picked off all alone. So not a great resolution, but if nothing else, get out of range of their big guns. That second Arachne is almost dead. They've got another Nemesis class, which we need to take out for its missiles anyway. Got an unknown target back there. And 2 Revenants. 2 of them. Okay. Well, I know I need to think about getting my missile cruiser some clear shots on the starboard side, so he will pick up the pace as best he can and climb. Meanwhile, our flagship will dive. And I think that'll be fair. Yeah, because neither of them can fire this round, so they might as well maneuver into a position where they can fire without, you know, the direction of least consequence to us. I don't like the Hearser out here, this carrier. I mean, he's kind of out here saying, look, I'll be the first one you get in range of. These two were trying to close the window for the supply ship. I guess they'll stay there doing nothing but that. And the Lancer's doing its thing. No missiles can be fired, as best I can tell. This Raptor squadron, however, they could do something to this rear Revenant. So they'll go try to. Where are your guns fixed? Yeah, that's fine. That'll do it. Damn. Supply ship's about had it. He's gone. Yeah, this is just a regular broadside fight, and I'm not fond of it. You need to go into defensive. Otherwise, keep doing what you're doing. You're a star. You can remain in offensive. Make sure your guns are fixed on that. You can do the same. And open that window again. And the ships I maneuvered to fire guided ordnance. That can happen now. Well, for 2 of 3 anyways. Or rather 2 of 4. Oh no, maybe not. Well, if nothing else, he can fire missiles, and so he will. And guns fixed on that. And the Battlestar? No. Corvette? No. Flagship? No. Not good. Up against 2 Revenants here. They're going to drop Marines on that one, which will diminish some of its capabilities, although it's probably not enough Marines to take the ship. Who are these guys attacking? The Nemesis? That's fine, I think. Yeah. Yep, that's all good. Let's keep going. Damn. One of our carriers is about to lose it. Did lose it. Yep. That was the Hwacha. She gone now. That was the one I put into defensive. As you see, it didn't really matter. Not up against the broadside of dual revenants. I mean, that is some serious firepower. So the Marines are aboard. Unfortunately, they have a defensive. They have 122 Centurions aboard that ship. Whereas we landed 61 Marines. We're gonna have the Raptors fly back, maybe pick up more Marines. Now here soon, it appears the Cylons are almost out of steam. And Commander Thune of the Sagittaron Defense Force, I would assume, is going to make short work of these guys. In fact, I don't want to help him too much. In fact, I don't want to help him at all. So, we will go ahead and recall our fighters back to this fight anyways. Plus, we don't want to mix it up with them. Gonna lose another carrier here. Yep. Go into defensive. Not that it will matter. Turn away hard to at least present a different side that's still got its still got plating on it. This one is not being targeted. Rather than go into defensive out of a state of paranoia, he's going to kind of just try to up the ante and see if he can't accomplish a kill here. Now these capital ships can fire missiles. I mean, that should be enough to do it, honestly. And either way, they won't get there in time to make a difference in, the question of whether the Anubis is destroyed here or not. Flagship's still in good shape. He could add missiles to the mix, but I'd prefer it just holds on. Whole fleet should turn a little bit, though. Alright, I'm curious as to whether or not the Anubis survives this. It does. It does. Amazing. What the hell else just blew up? Oh, okay. Something over here. Yeah. Yeah, Thune destroyed. Yeah, he's making short work of these. Do not attack an unidentified target. In fact, go back and defend. Because those unidentified targets are Sagittaron targets. Everybody defend. Just turn these three into Red Squadron. And also order them to defend. In the meantime, where did that Raptor go? Now I'm not sure what to do with this guy. He's barely hanging on. I guess just sail away. Run into anything, jump if you can. Well, no, you probably can't jump. Anyhow, just get away from the fighting. Hey, Samuel, how are you this evening? Good to see you, man. I think we should keep the Corvette away from them as well. And that should be everything. I suppose the fight only exists over here between Marcus Thune's forces and this one Cylon ship, aside from some fighter squadrons. What's happening here? Is that not our squadron? What are we shooting at? That is not our squadron. Engage it. Those are some of Thune's fighters. And no shit, they're engaging the fleet, so we need to do something about that. Can't have that. And moreover, at this point then, where's that Raptor? I'd like to get it to go over there and ID Thune's ships. I'm doing well, thank you. No complaints on my end. Except that I'm in a war against robots, and now one of my own. Now humans are shooting at us. That we're here to help. Well, they will die for their confusion. Oh yeah, that fighter squadron's gone. Okay. Now what, Thune? Yep, you're engaging my fighters. It's on. It's absolutely on. Big mistake. Alright, Raptor, go over there and identify those ships. Figure out if Commander Thune's aboard one of them. As soon as they get identified, we can fire long-range ordnance. In the meantime, I need to do a little jockeying with these ships to make sure they're clear of our light carrier. You know, that they don't hit him with the missiles. Because that would be bad. Alright, I think we're in business. We'll see how this goes. It'll be over before it starts. Two Manticores. One's brand spanking new. That's too bad. Identify that ship, please. You start firing your big guns at the Manticores. You are the most famous Manticore in this war, so you go over there and you show them what these kinds of ships can do. See, one thing, they're failing already. Manticores need to be high to engage. I already have covered this too many times, probably, but their forward gun is on their belly. So if they're not above their enemy on approach, then they're sitting ducks. It's not good for them. And this ship really needs to move. Go ahead and, I don't know, turn around, I guess. Get out of there. It's about to, I wonder if he's going to get hit with missiles doing this. Probably not. We'll go with probably. Let's see. Oh shit! Oh man. So one of their frigates, one of their adamant frigates, hit their own damn ship with a guided ordnance. That's not good. It's one of your basics. Try not to shoot your own guys. Alright, well now I see what their fleet composition is. They've got 2 frigates. Which great, good for them. And 2 corvettes that they're not really sure how to use. Because I guarantee he hasn't taken any damage from them, being above them. And he's just going to sit here and keep pounding at that one. So we get our turrets on that. I guess we climb. That's what they should be doing. And you should really, like I said, be getting out of here. Do like the other light carrier, just start sailing away. And I believe that'll do it. Unless somebody can fire missiles. I mean, and then there... Yeah, there is the Raptor Squadron. So what we do? Board this guy? No, we didn't. We just identified him, okay. Well, let's hit him with rockets. They don't do a whole lot, but they're something. And then recall, honestly, because we're just going to blow these up. Oh, who's he firing those at? Okay. I think he's trying to hit our ship that's way out here. Oh, no he's not. No he's not. Maybe they were torpedoes and not missiles. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so they were not guided ordnance. I suppose that explains why they had to deal with a little friendly fire there. DTT and Lancer, what do we do with you? I don't really want to throw you at a couple frigates. All your fame be damned. Reputation's just not going to be enough. You need armor. Alright. Hopefully we take that Manticore out this round. We'll fire our heavy munitions at the closest frigate they've got. And I think that's all the munitions we've got right now. Otherwise, we're reloading. And that ought to do it for this round. Let's see how it pans out. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Those were headed toward this guy. And so that looks like it'll be good. He's actually having a hard time with our fighter squadrons. That's interesting. Really tough time. In fact, they might destroy him. I usually don't give the fighter squadrons enough credit. But I suppose when you got 3 of them ganging up on somebody, it'll cause a little confusion. I'd have the Lancer pull back in with the fleet. He's seen too many corvettes get destroyed. He's feeling uneasy. Enemy corvettes or otherwise. It's just a hard sight when you're the captain of one, I would assume. And nothing else can fire quite yet. So, we'll leave it at that. This ship has pretty much had it. Let's get you fighters on the other one. And in the meantime, I think we've got more heavy munitions to fire. Now the Lancer can go after that adamant. Not as scary anymore. We've got a Raptor disengaged, right? I think so. I think I ordered it to recall. Because I had mentioned sending more Marines, which I never did. Yeah, Raptors are back aboard. Go ahead and launch them again. And we'll let this play out. I will have this ship ignite its thrusters and simply just try to outrun them. Because I think I see what they're doing. They're just trying to go after the wounded ships and see if they can take them out. Yeah, they're not really focused on our capital ships, so those need to start turning. That'll do it. Oh no, the Lancer's gotta go get this kill. I can't leave it to the flagship. Cancel that. Fire missiles at something else. At that one. And in fact, we can go ahead and start recalling the fighters. Recall. 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 Carrier destroyed. Oh, well, that's sad. So, instead defend a carrier that's not destroyed. You'll warm up to it. Maybe someday it'll be your new home. I see great things. And so, yeah, I wanted to give this kill to the Lancer. Let's do that. We don't need to be on attack posture because I don't think it's going to need that many missiles. And turrets on that as well. Turn this just a tad. I think we're good. Not sure I want to change anything. Nope, we'll just keep going with it. Lancer's gonna get the kill here. Nice.
Well, that was a colossal waste of human life. At this rate, we will win the Cylon Rebellion for them.
The view from that moral high ground looking pretty good this time of year, Doc?
Keep your sarcasm. But I'd quit the smoking. No need to make the Cylon's job any easier than we already are. I'll take my leave now, Commander. There'll be a bunch of ungrateful Sagittarons alive tomorrow who wouldn't have been otherwise. Could have been more if there weren't so many damn cowboys out here putting their politics before their people. But we do our best with what we're given.
Cottle's preparing to jump his team, Commander. We should leave before more Sagittaran militia show up and start asking questions.
So say we all. Alright, so I guess Commander Thune wasn't aboard any of those ships. They would have told us. Plus I know he shows up later. It's funny Dr. Cottle said something about smoking, because that's one of the things about his character, like, God, I guess that's 40 years from now. He's a chain smoker. But it sounded to me like he just said something like, I gave up smoking, or he suggested that somebody else give up smoking. on that note, I'm gonna get a smoke. Here's the replay. I'm trying to think, like, what did we lose? We lost the Hawacha kind of early on. That was... Oh, no. I'm getting it confused. It was the Hearser that we lost early on, one of our light carriers. The other 2 light carriers were almost lost, but I managed to get them away from the fighting in enough time. The Hawacha, boy, we tried to defend her. She was our supply ship. But she was ultimately destroyed. Anyway, with no further ado, here's the replay, and I'll be back with you shortly.
I hate the quiet before the first shot.
The sad SDU ships. And this would be the Lancer, delivering the finishing blow to their final ship, I believe. Or no, that was. Well, not bad. Not bad at all. We did lose a couple ships, but we destroyed 2 fleets. So in a way, that's to be expected, and among the lost ships was not one of our capital ships. They all escaped with some light damage. Well, barely any, to be honest. Good deal. Now that's a battle star. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Conquistador is a battle star, but it's a relic. That is what I need. The Jupiter class battle star. The following blueprints have been unlocked. Minotaur class, I believe that's a gunship, and an EMP generator. Well, let's look at the Minotaur class. There it is, Minotaur gunship. The Minotaur our warship is a testament to the pragmatic nature of the Aurelian people. Yeah, people from Erlon. You build a ship, give it plenty of armor, and fit every other spare inch with guns. It's a cost-effective fixture for fleet groups looking to bulk up their firepower. And I don't know. I may dispatch several of these to the Erlon fleet. I think that would make sense. So we will go ahead and purchase the blueprints, and we'll start integrating these ships into the fleets. Primarily Erlon's fleet, which I suppose I'll check out Fleet Group Erlon, which is right there, is it not? Is this it? Yeah, it is, okay. Yeah. It could trade out a ship or two. We're gonna start getting these antiquated ships heading back to Ragnar, where they'll kind of form a mothball fleet. Albeit a fleet that we can borrow from if we need to. Of course, you gotta be pretty desperate to be pulling your antiquated ships out. And that said, I could also decommission ships, but I don't have the heart to do that quite yet. I think, that's going to do it in terms of the big mission. But otherwise, I believe I need to send the crippled fleet group Pycon back towards Ragnar's station so it can acquire some new ships. After all, despite being decimated in that last battle, they emerged victorious. It's just, as I alluded, with many casualties, and that's not them at all. There they are. That's Fleet Group Pycon, is it not? Yeah. So we'll have them begin a jump. If I don't sound super excited, it's the risk of sending a fleet this severely underpowered on a jumping spree. We do have to force a Tilium recharge for her to jump, but we better do this sooner than later. Of course, we do this at the risk of abandoning Pycon for a little bit, and also at the risk of losing a fleet if it's engaged and can't get away. I think that will do it. I do believe Fleet Group Sagittaron will need repaired. I don't know why that fleet needed repaired up there, but... Or maybe I already did that? I must have done it and just not thought about it. Okay. That will do, I believe. Yeah. Oh, final thing. Check officers. Leonis. I believe I have an officer from Leonis. Pycon. Tell you what, guy from Pycon, stick around. If Commander Hardy doesn't survive this trip, we might hire you. Or rather, promote you.
Cylon's strike group has been detected.
Well, that's fine. We're getting out of there.
Battlestar is ready for orders.
Holy shit, we didn't get ambushed in Coplas. This place is notorious for getting bushwhacked, but... And there's our Battlestar. The Sierra Madre. which I believe will soon be the flagship of Fleet Group Pycon, and they'll gloriously go back to Pycon and kick those Cylons out of there. For now, they'll continue to jump, and they'll jump into the same space occupied by Fleet Group Sagittaron. After all, it's our most experienced fleet, if not our strongest, despite the fact that it lost a ship or two. So if you gotta park somewhere, you might as well park close to them. I believe that will do. I will check the officers again. Evan Michael, he's from Caprica. Nope. Looking for somebody from Toron and I believe Erlon. I don't understand. Who would root for the Cylons? Why? What were they other than a convenience? You would. You would. He's just like those, Sagittaron separatists or whatever they are. Guess they're not separatists. They're part of the council. They just don't like the rest of us. So much so that they actually shot at us. That's ridiculous. Anyhow. Strawn, how you doing, by the way? Good to see you, man.
One of our allies is being attacked.
Where? Oh, yeah. Well, of course they are. Aquarian, Executive Director. The scientific community condemns this unprovoked military escalation. Was it Cylon forces? Of course they're gonna. Here's the weird thing, though. Where's Fleet Group Aquaria? I mean, truly, that they do have a fleet group. I guess I check under officers. Figure out which one's from Aquaria and where his or her fleet is. Hey, lady, your planet's being attacked and they're pissed. Colonel Privet. Well, where are you? You are in charge of... Well, Fleet Group Aquaria, Fleet Group 82. Huh? Well, where the hell is she? What are you doing there? Okay, so that's her fleet. I'm almost not worried about it. I just want to get Fleet Group Pycon their Battlestar and just be happy with that. Doing alright out here alone on the trail. That sounds so poetic and somewhat... I almost did. I almost put in Red Dead. Just because you said you loaded it up. I was like, oh. And then I even shut down Battlestar. But then I was like, no, I want to do Battlestar. I had to fire it back up. I'm an utter failure. Not in Battlestar, though. In Battlestar, I'm an admiral or something. Well, I'm a commander. Anyways. What fleet group is this? The fuck is going on? You're from Canceron? Well, where the hell? You should be a Canceron. Or are there 3 Cylon fleets there? That's Libran. Canceron? Yeah. Get your ass. Get to your namesake. Fucking
Fleet Group
Cancers.
has its coordinates.
If any of you have the astrological sign Cancer, you're to blame for this nonsense here. Spent a lot of time on the trail looking for something. Found a lot of wolves in the wool looking for me. No, that actually is poetry. And Commander Hardy needs to get her fleet back to Ragnar Station. Go there and get you some more ships. A Battlestar. Check officers. She's from Sagittaron. No thank you. I'm about sick of the Sagittarons. Except for the commander of Fleet Group Sagittaron. He's kind of like an all-star.
I've
He
plotted
goes
the jump
against the
coordinates, sir.
grain. He's our token Sagittaron. It's just Judy Moonlight. Holy shit, those are the words. Now I've got to listen to that song again. I mean, not right now. Not right now. Alright, where is this? Okay, there is Fleet Group Pycon. What are they? They're Fleet Group 73. So go to the Battlestar, transfer them to 73. I hate to say it, 73 could take more ships still. She got her ass kicked. And you know what? Make the Sierra Madre your flagship. Do it, I dare you. There you go. Now doesn't that feel good? What else can we add? We can add that to Fleet Group 73, so another cruiser. This really changes the composition of Fleet Group Pycon from, it was a light attack force. Now it's running with 2 cruisers. Might be the only fleet that's boasting 2 missile cruisers and a Battlestar. But it can still take on a couple more ships, and what it really needs is more fighter capacity, I think. Nope. Well, it's not going to get it. Fleet Group 73, is that what it was? Yeah. So she can take another ship. She wants another ship. Let's make it happen for her. What kind of ship would she like? She's got those missile cruisers, and she loves them. I can see it in her eyes. But, and in fact, those are a Pycon design, I think. And she is Fleet Group Pycon, so I might give her another one of those, and she'll just be like a missile spam fleet. I don't know if that'd be a good thing or a bad thing, but I think it'd be no harm in it. So yes, another, originally a Pycon specialist design, the Ranger class cruiser has more recently become popular throughout the 12 colony. Yeah, so we'll do that, but I want it now. So that's the thing. Does that mean we get it immediately or next round? Immediately. Excellent. Excellent. So her fleet is back. Does she have a supply ship? Yes, she does. Alright, get back out there. She's gonna fly right into Libra, and I'll break up a Cylon fleet, and that'll probably do it, because it is getting late, but I say it like it'd be quick to go break up a Cylon fleet. Meanwhile, I'm curious about this objective. I suppose interference. Well, that's going to be like satellite problems. Well, let's just do this then.
Cylon's strike group has been detected.
What? Where's that? Multiple fleets located at Troy. I'm not clear on where Troy is. I don't recognize these fleets by their names. I suppose, yeah, it's up there. One of these is Fleet Group Leonis. The other one I don't remember, but which is the stronger fleet? Hers is. Damn.
Battlestar Group is under attack.
Okay, so this is Fleet Group Pycon jumping in. And they can win this battle with very little effort, so I'm gonna let them auto-resolve it. And so that's
Set
done.
condition 1 throughout fleet.
That is the other situation. And it's... So it's at Troy. I think this is the Leonis fleet. Flagship is the Impy. It's not a super strong fleet, but they do have experience. I usually just auto-resolve when it's 13%. Like if it's 15% or lower in chance of casualties, I usually auto-resolve. I don't know. I'm just thinking, watch. This will be the one time it cost me. I'm gonna do it. Auto-resolve. We lost a Manticore. The Oslo. Okay.
Fleet Group has its coordinates.
I can't get anything done. I have to do it myself. Now repair your fleet and go back to where you came from. Wait, right? You are... Oh, I see why she backed away. She wasn't at her home planet because, yeah, Leon is. Because there's a mission there that I was holding off on. Meanwhile, this other fleet that was there, yeah, they're Virgon. Well, can they go bully their way back in? Back to Virgon. See if you can scare away those Cylons there. Otherwise, I believe I'm jumping Fleet Group Pycon. They're going to be working their way back to, well, back to Pycon. Check. Officers. Sagittaron. What's with all these people from Sagittaron? What are they, suddenly patriots?
Cylon's strike group has been detected. Battlestar Group is engaging hostiles.
Chance of casualties 0. I gotta see what it's like to fight with this fleet. This will do it. This will be our last engagement of the evening. But yeah, Fleet Group Pycon needs to flex. As it's loading up, I'll be right back. Her fleet's all over the place because of the new ships. Okay. Where are the Cylons? Off on our starboard. These missile cruisers. So yeah, she's missile heavy. So the key, I guess, to a fleet like this is, if you're going for torpedoes, which are unguided, you could just fire away and really spam them with this amount of ships. With guided ordnance, we're going to need to identify those ships, which can be a bit tricky, but I think that's what we want to do. Go guided and identify them. Maybe just put our ships in a line? Or 2 double stacks, maybe. That'll work. Better. We'll be out ahead. That way they have to catch up with us. We can kind of keep some space in between our 2 fleets. Trebuchet, which used to be the flagship. Put it right down there. So that broadside up there, that would create a hell of a wall of fire. Put him on the far side of the Battlestar, because the Battlestar does have flak guns. So maybe those can cover him if necessary. Who am I kidding? It'll be necessary. Meanwhile, the corvettes will kind of trail behind, giving them the position in which they can flip around and attack if they have to. A few more minor things like changing the fighters to the newest mark. Guided missiles all look good. Do not have a Raptor. Should be so much better IDing these enemies, so I might do that. Put a Raptor on the old flagship, the Trebuchet. Alright, Commander Hardy. Let's see what the Sierra Madre can do. Let's see what all your missile cruisers can do. I can presume they fire missiles.
Prepare to jump in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, we know we outnumber them. Barely. We know we outclass them too, but the key, I think, is going to be getting that Raptor over there. The thing is,
Launching alert, Vipers.
If what we're up against here is a bunch of anti-fighter
Yes, Commander.
ships, little gunships and whatnot, then it's kind of like this reconnaissance force is finished before they can even get a grasp on what they're seeing. Like, they might spot a ship or two, but then it will be too much. I'm hoping that doesn't happen. If it doesn't, this is going to be easy peasy. Just a long-range fight. At any rate, let's find out. And I'll keep the corvettes with me. They're not going with the fighters this time. Although, I could start working on like an OP corvette. So I just start adding more plating to this corvette. We'll start with the front. We'll just make that a little side project as this progresses. That way if the fighters can't spot them, at least we can send this poor soul over there. Hey, Tar. Action stations. Set condition 1 throughout the ship. My favorite thing that Commander Adama would say during the reimagined Battlestar is, and he probably didn't say it but maybe 3 times or so throughout the whole series, but I loved when he said, "I won't have it aboard my ship." Like, you knew shit was on when he said that. It's not going to happen aboard my ship. And then you knew. It probably will happen for a short while, but then you'll take it back. But Tar, how are you? Good to see you, man. We're going to set the... Lady, I'm not finished talking yet. We're going to have the Raptor go ID, like, the rear ship in the hopes that it just IDs everything on the way. Yeah? We'll have 1 Viper squadron defend it, maybe 2, depending on if they launch raiders. The other Viper squadron will kind of fly a cap around the fleet. That's the plan.
We get the J to split to them as well?
Okay. So they're off. The Cylon signatures are not apparently launching any raiders, which isn't great. That increases the likelihood, in my opinion, that they are anti-fighter gunships. And without these fighters doing recon, this could all be for naught. Never mind.
IFF confirms unit is hostile.
Okay, okay. So we have incoming ordnance. Get this fighter to try to shoot down some of this shit. I know we have another fighter squadron defending the fleet, but I don't see them sallying forth to take out this ordnance. Where the hell are they? There they are. You guys gonna do that? Oh yeah, okay. They have orders currently to attack a torpedo. And that's good to know that the torpedoes, that means they're unguided. And that also means that we probably only need to speed up to avoid contact.
Understood. Understood.
This is why we're
So say
using
we all.
guided ordnance.
Yes, sir.
Now, also, we have an open window now in
On it,
terms of
Commander.
shooting back. And really, what it looks like is a bunch of Nemesis class corvettes, which can be a bitch. I mean, they can hack your systems. They can do all sorts of nasty technological stuff to you, but they have to be kind of close to pull that off. We'll have our Raptors identify this last one and then come on home. We've got our Vipers breaking off, and that's about all we can do. I would say the only other measure is the captain of the Thea will batten down the hatches and brace for impact.
Brace for impact!
Though I don't think that's going to be necessary. We'll see. Here goes.
Missiles incoming!
Oh, hell yeah, the fighters took it out. Nice. That was good. It was a good deal. Let's go ahead and fire. Get everybody into condition 1.
Action stations ready.
The Sierra Madre 2, please. It only matters the most.
Action stations!
And finally, the old flagship herself.
All hands
Not the
on
current
deck.
flagship. The old one. Yeah, fire your missiles.
Missiles on their way. Missile tubes prepped. Understood.
So, okay, he's firing. Next. Gotta start shooting at a different one. I keep picking the wrong one. Sorry, folks. There we go.
Missiles on their way.
These ones have not fired. Yes, they have. Okay. So is that everybody then? And one more. I think that's it. I mean, the Corvettes could fire too, but they'll probably hit their own ships if they do, so let's not do that. But they could elevate. And that would change that. In the meantime, I forgot the side project. Deploy plating on this thing. Let's do its bottom armor.
Launching drones.
A little extra padding on the bottom. And have you identified that last ship? Is it a Nemesis? Yes, it is. So it's just a wolf pack, so to speak. Alright, come on back. If nothing else, the Cylons should be sort of fast. And they're definitely going to be able to fire a lot of ordnance. But in terms of fighters, they've got nothing. Fine, just keep on your course, I guess, until you hit an asteroid. Let's see.
Missile tubes prepped. Missiles on their way.
This is not good for them. It's a lot of missiles this fleet can boast. I'm kind of pleased with it. Then again, I guess I am aware that, you know, it's all a matter of what the Cylons are playing with. I mean, if they have those anti-fighter ships, and they just spam those, then this fleet is going to have trouble. Here's the biggest problem with these ships, is they're going to be spamming torpedoes. And they're going to hit this time, aren't they? What are they aiming for? It appears they're aiming for the supply ship. It also appears that all he needs to do is speed up, maybe elevate.
So say we all.
Don't know what's about to collide here, but I'm getting a collision. Oh, I see. Oh, well, that kind of sucks. So we all need to slow down.
Understood.
I mean, sorta. Yeah, that works. It's just too close for comfort. Now, we do have guided ordnance, it appears, coming in. I swear I saw some. Yeah, that's it. The hell fired that? Whatever fired it has been destroyed. But I'm really hoping the fighters... Let's, no. Let's defend, this. Alright, we'll see how it goes. Oh, the Sierra Madre can fire again. I don't know what I have going out towards
Yes, Commander.
West, so we'll just go with that. Okie dokie. Nice. Here comes more guided ordnance. So we want to stop that. Where's my other fighter squadron? Yeah, I see the one. Ah, there he is. I don't know. Maybe he'll go after it. This guy's got his thrusters on. No wonder he's about to collide. And that's not good,
Understood.
man. You should be in condition 1
Action stations
throughout the ship.
Yes, Commander.
Hey, V, how are you? Thank you. It's good to see you, man. And it's good to be back, too. I
Missile
guess I'll
tubes
fire at
prepped.
this rear ship.
Yes, Commander.
We'll have this Corvette elevate, and yeah, I don't want him to fire yet, for fear that he's going to hit that asteroid, really. I don't particularly love the asteroid, I just don't love wasting
On it,
munitions.
Commander.
Alright, that is kind of going to have to do. I don't see any more torpedoes inbound. Just guided ordnance. And since it's the only ordnance coming in, I'm hoping that our cap can shoot them down. We'll see. There we go. Nice, nice. Okay, one got through. No, it didn't. Hell yeah. Again, I don't give those fighter squadrons enough credit. And in the meantime, the Cylons they're having a bad day. We'll turn our Corvettes to face them. The situation has changed. We'll turn a broadside to them. Start positioning our ships so they all have a clear angle
Understood.
of fire. Because yeah, they should be able to fire missiles here very soon, so. I don't like what this one's doing, though. He's just getting into the way of the Battlestar's guns and missiles. So he will actually fly aft of them and then maybe raise up. And that's as high up as he can go for now. He'll make his turn a little late. Supply ship. I don't know,
On it,
man.
Commander.
Get behind some bigger stuff. Alright, EV. Have a good day at work. Thanks for coming by the way. And you take care too. Always good to see you. He can't really get out ahead, this ship. So he is definitely going to hesitate before he fires. I will go ahead and... man, I hesitate to fire with any of these. I think this one would be okay. Oh no, he's reloading. Okay. In fact, all of the cruisers are reloading. It's really just the old frigate that can fire. But
Yes, Commander.
not with a clear line of sight, so... Let's wait another turn. Now our corvettes are engaging. Good deal. Muscle these bastards. Posture. Okay, we're in condition 1. Now you can start your turn.
Yes, Commander.
If you end up somewhere like there, you could probably fire. Though, to be honest, I don't think we're going to need it. Those are the only 2 targets. We'll fire 1 salvo, but I don't even know if that's necessary. Essentially, I think the corvettes are going to clean house here. And we're taking the leash off of them, so they're going to attempt to do that. I believe he is defending one of them, so that's good. That is a fighter squadron anyways, defending the corvettes as they make their approach. Let's go for it.
Trigger zone detected.
Yeah. They don't stand a chance. That was it. Nice. Well, what was kind of just an experiment with missile ships turns out to be a pretty potent fleet if they don't have fighter killers, the enemy anyways. So I think I can work with that, and clearly Commander Hardy can as well. With no further ado, I will shoot fracking toasters. You damn right, Tar. Here is a cinematic replay of what just transpired, which essentially was a bunch of Cylon corvettes trying to jump one of our bigger fleets. What can I say? They'll try anything. And clearly, like, the Cylon corvettes are... It's funny, because Quaid, I don't know what rank he has, but he knows, as well as I do, that these early Cylon ships are very much like, oh, this is what the humans are making, so this is what we should make. Something similar, but a little better. But you see, as time goes on, they kind of let go of human designs, and they're just like, no, just pack it full of missiles. And they start getting their iconic designs. Not to say they don't have base stars in the game already, they do. At this portion of the game. Here we go, anyways, I've talked enough.
Stratus marks are tagged. Fire control is warmed up and preparing solution.
Are we just a Jada split to them as well?
Fleet Group Pycon prevails. Really swats him away, I guess. That wasn't bad. Not much damage. They'll definitely be getting back to Pycon. And that'll about do it. Let's get them repaired. Wait. Do they not even need repairs? No, they don't. They're fine. Huh. That's kind of funny. Alright. I swear somebody got hit somewhere. Maybe not. Maybe not. Did we not take one single shot? I mean, sure, no missiles hit us, and maybe they were never close enough to fire their guns. Except for when those two Corvettes turned on them, but even then, like, I don't think the Nemesis-class ships have, dorsal guns. So if you're above them, you're pretty safe. But anyway, yeah, let's jump back into Pycon orbit. And I think, I'm not positive, let me, this fleet needs to go back to where they come from. Which is Libran. So go station yourselves there. The Aquarian fleet needs to jump back to Aquaria. I think that might be them. Yep. So you go home. It's just be a homecoming for everybody. Fleet Group Airlon, I believe, lacks a commanding officer. Yeah, he died. But nonetheless, they're docked at Airlon, so that's all good. The Helios Gamma system is good. This ship is leaving there. Helios Alpha is as in good a shape as it ever is. And then up here as well. Fleet Group Virgon is at Virgon. Fleet Group Leonis is not at Leonis, but it's pretty damn close, and it's not going to Leonis yet. It's kind of got its own thing happening. That will do, except I need to check officers from Pycon. We don't want anybody from Pycon. So they've got no candidates. We need somebody from Airlon and somebody from Toron, because both of those officers died.
Cylon Escort Group has been detected. Base Star Group has been detected. Escort Group is under attack.
No, I don't necessarily want to do another battle. God, well, the recourse is the auto-resolve. I don't want to lose any ships. Of course, she's got an old fleet. I shouldn't let that factor into my reasoning, but 18%. I kind of vowed not to auto-resolve anything above 15%. There's an 18% chance of casualties. I'm doing it. I'm rolling the dice. Go. Don't lose anything. Haha, nice. She didn't. Well, with that in mind, let me check. See if we can hire an officer from one of those two places. Scorpia. We have a fleet from Scorpia. Oh well. Yeah, let's see who gets a promotion. Commander Murray. Yes, after what you did tonight at Sagittaron, you have earned this. So, still a commander, though. Just has a little more clout, I guess. Surprise Commander Hardy. She fought 2 battles this evening. But she is not eligible for promotion yet. Not without us bending over backwards, and we're not doing that for any of these people. Colonel Privet. She's up for promotion. Well, I guess she did just fight a battle and she didn't lose a ship, even though the odds weren't as much as... okay, that's what happened there. Technologist +3 tech-based subsystem strength. That's only for her ship, or that? No, that's for the whole fleet. Yep, sure. Colonel Barstow. Did Privet... she's still a colonel, okay. Colonel Barstow gets a promotion. +3 navigation subsystem. Sure. And she's still a colonel. Then Ethan Watterson. He's our youngest, our newest rather, I should say. He gets a promotion for something he did. Combat engineer. Okay, that's all the promotions. I figured there were some outstanding ones. Well, I think that's going to do it. I'll close out the stream. He says attack. I would, but I'm looking at hour 3, and I usually only go for 3 hours. We've got 2 minutes till. I know what I can do, though. I could close out the stream with a what do you call those? Battle replays? The battle replay I did with a supply fleet on a different game. Essentially, like, from time to time, as I've done in this playthrough, but we've really lucked out with it, was give a supply fleet a few escort ships and go with them. And, sometimes they get attacked, and it's like, fuck, it's a supply fleet. I have to manually play this and get them out of here. Or just jump away. But sometimes I like to manually play it, because why not? Anyways, that's what I'm... Boo, kill a base star. Oh, shit. I will, someday. I haven't yet in this playthrough. I'm still running from him. Because it's like survival and whatnot. But yeah, this is, what I'll close out with is a battle replay of a convoy that essentially is trying to jump out of there. And I decided to have some fun with it and edit it a little bit. But the big thing about it was there's only a Manticore Corvette and fighter squadrons. I can't overlook the fighter squadrons because they contributed a lot. Or at least kept the enemy guns fixed on them at certain times, which really helped. But the Corvette ended up, since it was escorting 5 supply ships, I think, the supply ships were able to load extra ordnance onto the Corvette, i.e. nukes. And so, even though it was just a Corvette, he was able to get repairs from all these supply ships, so he was buffed like crazy, and he was able to keep loading up nukes. And the thing is, he had 2 Revenant classes, which are a Cylon-class gunship. And these things are not to be fucked with. Like, even tonight, every time I fought them, I was a little nervous fighting them, especially with Corvettes, because they'll just get destroyed in a round or 2. But in this case, it was different. It was kind of worthwhile. Anyways, I will run that on the way out, but before I do, I want to say thank you to everybody that stopped by tonight. Much appreciated. I know that a strategy game isn't exactly like high intensity or whatever, but shit, like Sea of Thieves or Red Dead is. Red Dead can be, actually. Alright, well, As said, I appreciate you stopping by. This is, of course, Automatic for Automatic Games. If you like this, and if you are subscribed, well, I gotta remember which one of these videos this would be. I think it's number 3. If you are subscribed, I will butter your toast. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. I will butter your toast. Good night.
F4 Priority 1 still online?
Intercepting.
Thanks, folks. Good night.